Chapter 1. So many questions. I don't know my name. I don't know how I got here. All I know is that I've just woken up in a dark place. I question myself as to why I'm here, expecting no one to answer. To meditate is your purpose. Surprised, I ask another question. I know what to know. The answer to. Who are you? I'm your spirit guide, and I'm here to guide you along your spiritual journey. And to find yourself, spirit guides, although I'm confused and unknowingly start to calm down. And once again, I ask another question. What do you mean, spiritual journey? How did I get here? This place is a void. Its sole purpose is to help you, and although I cannot tell you the origin of this place, I can tell you who brought you here. Spirit guides. Who? Yourself, spirit guides. What do you mean I brought myself here? I can't even remember who I am. Not even the mansion who brought me here. So I can't really understand how I came here myself. You'll understand eventually as you progress, but for now, how about I give you the gift that you left yourself, said Spirit Guides. What? Before I can even finish myself, I started to feel overwhelming sense of warmth flow throughout my body as it rised from the bottom to the top of my head. I started to feel a sense of power until it reached the top of my head. Pain is the only thing I can think of as I start to feel something forcing itself out around the area between both of my toes. 1, 2, 3 seconds had passed before the pain subsided out of nowhere. A ring could be heard within my hands. Ding, ding. Name, status confusion, form human, soul, and a mix of both, origin locked, cultivation, meditation progress, 110, rank 1, unknown. Want to meditate on today? What is my name? What? What the hell just happened? You've received the gift you've left for yourself, said Spirit Guide. What do I do now? Meditate, said Spirit Guide. Sign. Chapter 2. Mantra. Sign. So this is the gift I left for myself. Huh? Darn. I don't know how this place is supposed to benefit me, but it's doing the complete opposite of its instead purpose. 1, 2, 3 minutes passed. After being mad at the situation I'm in, I eventually came to the conclusion that the only way to get out of here was to do what I was supposed to do, meditate. I sat in a lotus position, which surprisingly felt calming to me. with the idea of the meditating in my mind. I closed my eyes, opened my eyes, not knowing exactly where to begin. My current objective was to remember my name, but how exactly was I supposed to do that? Then the system hints, repeats a mantra, soul name. What? Unknown. Although surprised by the sudden help from what seemed to be a system, I quickly calmed myself, focusing on the hints I just received. Spirit guide, unknown. Yes, spirit guide. Can you tell me exactly what mantra is? The information I'm allowed to give you is limited, but I try my best to meet your request. A mantra is a statement or word you say frequently. It's commonly used by those who practice Hinduism and Buddhism in a three-dimensional world called Earth, said Spirit Guide. If you can't tell me the answer to the question I'm about to ask, then I understand. But what exactly do you mean, three-dimensional worlds? As I said before, I am limited in a number of answers I can give you due to your own decision to challenge yourself. But if you increase your cultivation rank, you'll have more options available to you, said Spirit Guides. Alright, thank you. Add enough information in order to proceed. And so once again I began to start meditating. I sat in a position, lotus position, which for some reason felt so comfortable and yet at the same time calming. I set my intention on mantra and began chatting the mantra, closing my eyes and then begin. Soul name, soul name, soul name. Chapter 3, Soul Name, Soul Name, Soul Name, Soul Name, Soul. Stop, said Spirit Guides. Why did I do something wrong? While I was meditating, I repeated the words like I was supposed to. You must discard all of your meaningless thinking. If you keep going on like this, you'll be here much longer, said Spirit Guides. This is all I'm going to say to you. The rest is up to you to find out, said the Spirit Guides. Wait, come back. I guess they're gone. Not having anyone to talk to, I laid back and floated in a void. If I wanted to move any further, I would have to pass this first trial, and through there doesn't seem to be a sense of time. Here, I would much rather do something else right now. I floated and floated, muttering the same words I had been given. Soul name, soul name, soul name. Not realizing that I was slowly drifting off to sleep, I I still muttered those same words up until the final moment of me being awake. As I slept, I hadn't really realized that the surroundings had begun to change, and the once dark void became a little less dark. I slept quickly. It was peaceful, no noise, no disturbance, absolutely nothing. It was a type of quiet that could drive someone mad if they weren't accustomed to such silence. And yet, here I was, sleeping in such a place, without a care for anything else happening. I realized that I wasn't actually asleep. In fact, I seemed more awake than ever, but I couldn't move, which made me feel a little awkward. But I didn't seem to be in any danger, and quite honestly, it didn't seem bad to be like this for a little while longer. While in this state, I still hear the two words, soulmate. Yet, it sounded distant, but also close at the same time. It was feeling that could only be described as weird. Soulmate. Soulmate. The more I heard those words, the more I started to get the feeling that something was about to happen. With that being said, something did actually happen afterwards. A bright rainbow colored light shined down on me, revealing itself to me. And in the midst of being surprised, I saw golden characters coming from this light. Someone repeating his name. I felt a shock and then warmth in my head. I think realizing this was my name, my soul name. The light then disappeared, and I woke up to the same void and been incensed. I woke up here. It seems you found your soul name, Solomon, said Spirit Guide. Yes, it seems I have. Chapter 4. Strange Things. Status. Saying these words. In my head, I was greeted by the system. Welcome back, Salmon. System says. Name, Salmon. Form, soul form. Origin, locked. Meditation progress. 2, unknown. Rank 2, unknown. What to meditate on today practice. Meditation methods. Meditation methods, said Spirit Guide Salmon. Yes, Spirit Guide. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the meditation method used to increase my meditation progress as well as my rank? And where exactly am I supposed to record this method? Said Salmon. Don't worry about that. You should be worried about what's about to come next. Spirit guides. Pain. It was the simplest and only words I could think of to describe what I was currently feeling. The excruciating pain made me feel as if I'd just been pierced by thousands of swords, but they were all directed into a single area, my head. This pain continued until I was saved by the system's sudden announcement of its completed task. Ding, ding. Meditation methods has successfully been engraved into the host's mind. Congratulations. The pain was finally over, but with the announcement of the system, my relief was postponed, and thus I switched my focus onto my mind. But the method is fully engraved into my head. I was 100% confident in myself to be able to increase my rank. Sitting down in a lotus position, I recalled the contents of the meditating methods and proceeded, breathing in and out 3 times. I erased all of the thoughts as well as doubt before continuing on forwards. Like always, I found myself in a state of stillness and calmness every time I sit in this position, which seemed weird to me at first, but now it's more of a natural feeling than ever before. Breathes in and breathes out. I imagine a green ball in the far distance. The ball was of bright green color, and it slowly made its way closer towards me. As it came closer, the green light became even brighter, and then brighter, and as time passed, it eventually was in front of me. The next part was to imagine touching the ball and directing your consciousness into the ball. Confusing. I managed my head surrounded by rainbow-colored lights, reaching towards the green ball and touching it. My head was engulfed in the green floating ball, and soon the rest of my arms as well. The parts of directing my consciousness starting to become less confusing as I started to feel pulled even deeper into this small green ball of light. The feeling of being pulled away caused to stop. At some point it seems like it will never end, but then something happened. I saw a hand, a gigantic hand to be exact. The hand was similar to mine, but vastly different. It appeared to the right side of me, and I have no idea how inside the hand I noticed what seemed to be a world of its own. Flowers as well as mountains could be seen within this one gigantic hand. But though it was a peaceful sight to see, I couldn't enjoy it for long. The feeling of being pulled, which I had been feeling even up until this very moment, finally ended, and the black void which I had long gotten accustomed to was no more, as well as a gigantic hand extended itself out to grab me. What surrounded me was now a field of grass, humongous mountains in the far distance, area and golden-colored bridge flapping their majestic wings around me. What is this place, Salmon? Ding. Congratulations, Salmon. Your rank and meditation in progress was raised from 2 to 10. Great. But what now? was the only thing I was thinking right now. Spirit guides, salmon. Spirit guides, salmon. Ding. System notice. Connection to the spirit guide has been lost temporarily.